I went to this lady in Dubai who does like card reading, tarot reading, beautiful soul, like lovely lady. It turns out that she also has a brand for skincare and hair care. The brand name is Kenkusha, okay? So this is basically it, okay? This is the product, okay? It's got hyaluronic acid and a bunch of other stuff. So basically Kenkusha is an Arabic word derived from mankusha, which means disheveled or messy. It generally refers to curly wild hair that isn't seen as beautiful, because she's got beautiful big curly hair. It's only when we accept the kenkusha within us all that we truly embrace ourselves and experience the beginnings of true love. Anyway, so when I went for a tarot reading, and she just gave me one of her moisturizers, clean ingredients. She's just a startup. She's just coming out, so I'm just gonna show you the product right here. Okay, so I'm just gonna try it out with you guys today, and I wanted to try it out and give you her feedback. She actually gave it to me a while ago. It smells really nice. So actually I've been wanting to try her product out for a while and give her feedback. The texture is lovely, super light. I very much love and embrace clean brands. Like, I'm all about wanting to get clean brands. I absolutely love and appreciate two things. One, cleaner products, so cleaner ingredients with personal care and home care. And the second thing is supporting local brands. We really need to make a very proactive, conscious effort to do that. So thank you, Kenkusha, for getting me to try a new product. All right, let's get going. When I go through challenges and problems, I actually try to really kind of process it and try to figure out, what is the lesson here? What am I learning from all of this? Even though, of course, I wish it didn't happen and it's not what it is. But I do believe that there's a learning in every experience, and there's also something to be grateful. The idea of being grateful is like, it doesn't mean that you're suppressing your emotions of what the challenge is or how you're feeling. And you have to always be happy and like everything's fine and you can't complain. It's about also trying to like say, in this, what were maybe some of the things that, like the support of family and friends and That's the point of gratitude. It's just to try to kind of raise your vibration and focus. Try to kind of gravitate your focus towards the positive and the good, and try to not stay focused on the bad, even if it's like consuming you and it's taken over your life for justified reasons. I've got some white things from the supermarket. Let's go. Grabbing myself some UAE made brands, Coffee Planet. Switched to them recently. It's actually really great coffee. So this is what's in my what I'm buying from the supermarket. I've got Earth Goods. Earth Goods is a UAE brand. Switch, which is my plant-based minced meat made out of pea protein. And then we've got even Coffee Planet, which is UAE coffee brand. Really tastes nice. So I'm very proud. And I'm shopping in Grandiose, which is a UAE store. Funny how everything now is kunafa pistachio. Like a million brands in the supermarket. So funny. What is this? Kunafa pistachio balls. Baby, you're so cute. You're so cute. Stop licking. Stop licking. Walak. Pop, 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 pop. Come here. Hula. You're my baby. You're so cutie. Getting some sun. I decided that I need it emotionally. I need it today. I don't usually do this, and I know that it's super beneficial to be out in the sun for at least 15 minutes in the morning, and then again at night, just being outdoors. And the sun, especially in the morning, is super important. And then I'll make breakfast and start showing you what I eat in the day. So today I am going to show you what I eat in a day to reach about 80 grams of protein, super high protein day, if that's your target, and also to combine it with strength training if you're trying to build muscle, but otherwise you don't even need to hit those numbers. I just noticed I've got a lot of dark circles. Oh my god, that's like signs of aging. Close-ups, black seeds. Just a couple of tips for this breakfast. So this is about 21 grams of protein. For the food, we already had about another 4 grams of protein from our coffee early on in the day. One thing I want to say, if you want to bump up the protein in this meal, there's a couple of super easy ways. So if you wanted to even maybe hit a 30 grams of protein or whatever, like you want to bump it up, one way is to add tofu. So you can do scrambled tofu. I've got several recipes that I've posted before. I'll link it below. You can just also do that and add it on top, so that will give you more protein. So it's high in protein but also low in calories. Another way is that with your mashed avocado you can add something like edamame, super high in protein again, or green peas, or kind of other ingredients that are also known for being high in protein. I hope you see how easy it is to make this breakfast but also hit the numbers that you desire. Now I'm going to show you how to make lunch. I'm going to make pasta, super easy to make and a very hearty meal. We're going to make it and it's going to give us about 20 grams of protein. So I picked all easy recipes to show you how easy it is to eat healthy, wholesome meals, but also in a super practical way, and also hit your protein targets if that's what you're seeking. I am going to be using lentil pasta instead of the normal pasta, because the lentil pasta or pea pasta have a much higher content of protein. My choice of pasta in itself is high in protein. And then also I am going to be using the Switch minced meat with my tomato sauce. That also is 17 grams of protein per serving, essentially made out of pea protein as the main ingredient to create this minced meat, okay? And then I've got my salt, pepper, seasoning, and I've got homemade vegetable stock for added kind of flavor, which I'll also link the recipe. I love this. Make it in big batches and always use it, and makes a big batch and it's in the fridge for months, okay? So I started by boiling my lentil pasta. You can also use pea pasta by adding our onion. Now we're gonna add our garlic. Really, you treat it like minced meat. I know that some brands of meat alternatives are not always healthy. Some of them are highly processed with so many weird ingredients, but there are many much better products out in the market now. This is definitely one of them. As you can see here, it's water, pea protein, vegetable oil, pea fiber, thickener, natural flavors, yeast extract, natural colors, okay? You also have to see where you live and what's accessible to you. So now I'm gonna add tomato. Usually I would add some tomato sauce, but I actually ran out of some. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna improvise and I'm gonna add some water and vegetable stock. My seasoning, so you've got oregano and thyme, vegetable stock along with water. And I'm adding some tomato paste, so it gives it that red tomato look and flavor. Okay, so we have made our bolognese or tomato sauce with minced meat, okay? That took about 15 minutes, I don't know, okay? Lentil pasta, okay, minced meat. Yeah, and we can add our chili flakes or whatever you want on top. This is more than 20 grams of protein. I need to check exactly how much, but more than 20 grams of protein for this meal. Super delicious, nice, easy kind of meal. And for my snack, I'm gonna have almonds coated in dark chocolate. This is homemade. You can buy the store-bought ones. I made this in one go, and honestly, I made such a big batch. I'm gonna link the recipe in the caption, but like literally these are like, so 10 of these almonds will give you about
3 grams of protein. I'm gonna talk to you through dinner. This is lentil soup, about 22.5 grams of protein total. Super easy to make. As you know, I'm gonna add the recipe in the description. You know, the soup is literally just a few ingredients: onion, garlic, saute that, add the red lentils, saute it, and then add carrots and celery, and you can add some rice or potatoes. Add your water and vegetable stock, bring that to a boil, cover and simmer, and then you blend it. The lentil soup itself brings me close to about maybe around 17 grams of protein per serving. I'm serving it with bread to bump up as well my numbers in terms of protein, but that's totally up to you if you want to skip. So 1 slice of whole wheat sourdough is about 4 grams of protein. I'm using 1.5, so give me 6 grams of protein. So this brings it to about 22.5 grams of protein total. And I've got my lemon, so I'm squeezing that in. I'm adding my vitamin C to help me with my iron absorption. I try to do this at every meal or snack where I can, or like something like eating it along with something like bell peppers, which also have a high source of vitamin C to help with iron absorption. Okay, so those are just small tips to try to incorporate and keep in the back of your mind. It becomes really like, it becomes a habit. It's not even about trying to remember, it just becomes second nature to try to do them. Okay, so that is dinner. Now I'm gonna show you our last snack. Let's go. Okay, and now for my last snack of the day, here I'm just gonna literally add half a cup of Greek yogurt. Okay, I'm using Greek yogurt that's soy based. So this is half a cup, is about 7 grams of protein. You can even, if you really want to bump it up, you can go and make it a cup of Greek yogurt if you really want to. So you can bring it up to about 14 grams of protein. And then I'm just gonna top it with berries, okay, which are super nutritious, the antioxidant powerhouse. And then you can add a liquid sweetener like date syrup. That's it, and you've got yourself a snack in just minutes, really. It doesn't require any cooking, and this is about 7 grams of protein. Okay, so this brings us to the end of the video. I think all the recipes, 3 meals and 2 snacks, brings us to about close to 80 grams of protein. I already showed you really simple ways to bump up the numbers. For this snack, if you want to even go higher with your protein, you can add a spoon of peanut butter. You can add a spoon of peanut butter powder. Yeah, this is just an easy way to kind of bump up the protein numbers, and you've got 80 grams of protein. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed the video. I really enjoyed taking you around with me today, showing you a bit of my personal life, but also showing you what I eat in a day if I want to get 80 grams of protein in a super no fuss, easy way, and no protein powder and all that sort of stuff. If you want to reach 100 grams of protein, then guys, by all means, go right ahead and make yourself a protein shake. You know, this is like a super effortless, without any protein powder, how to get your numbers. It doesn't require somebody to be like a pro in cooking. It doesn't require a lot of time. And all these meals are super easy, and you can make them batch cooking, meal prep, and just enjoy them with the family or throughout the day, so for more than 1 meal, okay, throughout the day. So I hope you found this video useful. Please make sure to keep the energy flowing by subscribing to my channel to help me reach more people with my content. And do let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love to hear from you, and I love to learn from you. I hope to see you in the next video. Bye.